Hey guys, we're just leaving the Golden Nugget. We had the most awesome dinner at Saltgrass, highly recommend. And also we had a very crazy priming as far as gambling goes for this property. So be sure to check it out on my crappy Nomad Life channel. Time to go back to Vegas. See you there. All right, we're back in Las Vegas. We're here at the Horseshoe. I'm on the tail end of another 5-night stay. Not fully comped, but here are the specs. I was trying to come up with an idea of what to talk about in a video, and I realized I haven't really covered the aspects of working remotely while living in casinos. You know, having work here in the hotel room and having temptation below. So we're gonna go ahead and go for a walk. I'm gonna take out some trash here that's been building up in the room, and we will have a little fun afternoon together. Most hotel guests would likely leave their trash just outside of the doors here and wait for housekeeping to collect. But for me, I like to actually throw my trash into the receptacles near the elevators. I don't know, for one, it's less of an eyesore walking around the hallways and seeing trash all over the place. So I like to just be neat and just kind of take care of it on my own. So as I wait for my elevator, I'll go ahead and cover the first challenge I face working remotely, and that is dealing with spotty Wi-Fi. I've covered some of the Wi-Fi speeds in some of my previous videos, but generally on the Strip, you're going to have better Wi-Fi, anywhere from 10 to 15 megabits upload and similar download. But the worst by far is Laughlin so far. I try to stay away from weekday trips or weekday stays in Laughlin because of that. I've had some bad experiences with the Wi-Fi. However, they have gotten better over the past few years. And surprisingly, some of the fastest Wi-Fi in Laughlin, and when I say Laughlin, I'm referring to Harrah's and Tropicana, those speeds can be at least 5 megabits per second on the weekends. So normally as I book my rooms out in advance, I try to stay at least 1 or 2 weeks ahead at all times. If I know I'm going to be heading to Laughlin for a rare weekday trip, I'll make sure to do a lot of my downloading from what I need from our company's server. I'll make sure to do that while I'm in my current stay, on the Strip, in the hotels there. So that way I'm better prepared and I don't have to worry about waiting an hour for something simple to download or upload. So I have to think in advance when I do something like that. The next challenge that I face while working remotely is obviously temptation. I mean, it took 60 seconds to get from my room down to the casino. So most people, when they choose to go to a casino, they actually leave their job, they leave their physical place of work or their home if they're working from home, and then they drive to the casino. Well, for me, I'm in a unique situation in that when I shut my laptop for the day, all I have to do is just take the elevator and I'm in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, the entertainment capital of the world, right below me. Again, I have a very flexible work schedule when it comes to my company and specifically working with my boss. Shout out to my boss, by the way, if you're watching. But yes, there may or may not have been a few times where I've come down here, on a lunch break and played some video poker or hopped on the craps table for 15, 30 minutes. Stuff like that. So that's a constant challenge for me, is dealing with the temptation here. It also becomes challenging sometimes to manage my time. So if I'm working on a big task for work, there's the procrastination disguised as flexibility, where what I mean by that is I can come down here and play and take care of any channel related stuff. But then in the evening, 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm rushing to get something done for the next day. Things like that. So it's a constant balance of living this lifestyle. But again, this is something that I've chosen to do. Overall, I do enjoy it, but it has its challenges. And finally, there's the There's a separation of work and play. Kind of going to my last point. I live where I play where I work. There's no getting around that. And that's something that I realize every single day. I'm just getting outside right now. I'm going to do a few steps, just kind of walk around the property a little bit, walk around the strip, get some vitamin D. And then I'm actually going to be doing one final gambling session to cap off the month of April. Now, if you look here, for the month of April, my current gambling loss is $2,002. So, me and my crazy mind, I don't like that first two in the numbers. So I'm going to attempt to do one gambling session here at the end of the month and see if I can get the loss into the 1900s or less. I'm heading to Reno. I look forward to producing some good content for you guys. I'll be visiting a couple of hotels. And I have a very special collaboration with a special guest coming up. I'm also going to be doing a lot of priming up there as well, so I can keep the offers kind of coming in for Reno and, you know, just have some more options opening up to me. If you guys joined me on my live stream a few days ago, I just want to thank you for that. I really had a good time. That was the longest live stream yet, almost 2.5 hours. And I really enjoyed the more intimate session with you guys. So I'll try to do some more live streams here. Gotta love the Bellagio. They always put on really great shows. Just very quick, I want to give a shout out to my new buddy, Neil, whom I met here as an esteemed 7-star member of the Caesars Rewards program. He was kind enough to invite me to the 7-star social hour at the Paris Hotel Casino. So I got to have a free drink on him, and it was a good experience. So thank you, Neil. Shout out to you, brother. And we'll be in touch. I've put in over 6 hours of craps play over the past 48 hours amongst 3 properties: the Rio, Horseshoe, and Planet Hollywood, which is where I'm heading right now. I put in well over 1,500 tier credits worth of action, and total loss amongst all those sessions, amongst the whole 48 hours, $18. So that was a great result. I'm hoping that with those tier credits and with that play, that it'll make my month of June, much easier to navigate with regards to rooms. Hopefully I can get some reduced rates and or comps because the World Series is in town that month. So I'm grateful. Like, don't get me wrong, it sucks that I'm down, you know, $2,002 right now, but I'm grateful that it could have easily been $3,400. Like, I was playing pretty heavy the past 48 hours. So I'm just grateful that with regards to the craps play, I got a huge amount of tier credits, huge amount of action for Caesars Entertainment, and I'll let you guys know what happens as we get into May and June when it comes to booking rooms. So very happy about that result. And again, as of this recording, the month is not quite over yet. I still have another, 8 hours to go until midnight. So I'm gonna put in one more gambling session to see if I can't lower that number. It's actually getting pretty warm out here, filming in the sunlight. Technically, I'm still on work hours as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my way inside here and see if I can't just do a quick 5-minute, 10-minute session and lower that monthly gambling amount. Try to get it a little bit lower. Of course, it could go higher too, but what can I say? That's gambling. Thank you guys for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. Again, Reno is coming up next, and stick around for a very interesting and fun collaboration. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Peace. All right, little postscript to the video. Played at craps for 1 hour, $100 profit, which brings my total monthly gambling expenditure down to the 1900s, 1902. I'll take it. Hopefully we can have some better luck in May. Thanks again, guys. Take care.